Hello, my name's John McGuire, and I'm an immigrant to America, but instead of coming from Ireland, I came from England. And my father was born in Ireland. He moved to England back in the 1920s. And sometime later, when World War II started, my mother brought me over to Ireland, so I lived with my grandmother and my uncle for about 5 years during World War II. And I got a lot of stories from my grandmother, how life was over there years and years ago. And then after going back to England for a while, I decided I'd come over here. I had 2 aunts in Boston. One of them sponsored me. And so I've been here now for 60 years. But when I was leaving England, I went over to Ireland for a couple of weeks to see my grandmother and my uncle. And my grandmother said, when you get over there, if you can, would you go visit my brother Jim? And her brother Jim was a farmer just outside Des Moines. And I went out and I met him, and then when I went back to see my grandmother, she was delighted to know I had visited Jim and met with his wife Mary. And the reason we all got out here was because of my grandmother's uncle, Martin Waldron. And he emigrated here in 1859. And he was here just before the Civil War started. And he was living in Cleveland, Ohio, which had a big Irish population at the time. And when the war started, he joined the 8th Ohio Volunteer Infantry. He was in Company C. There was 300 guys. They were nearly all Irish immigrants. And when they came back after the war to Cleveland, there was only half of them returned, and he was wounded at the Battle of Fredericksburg. And sometime afterwards, he met a woman he went to school with outside Ballyhonus in Mayo, where he was from, and they met down in Cincinnati, and they got married there, and then they moved west. And when I came here, I had more relatives in Des Moines, Iowa than anywhere else in the world, and they were wonderful people out there. They treated my brother and I like part of the family when we went out there. So we're all happy. I believe that we came to America. It's been good to me, good to my children. I have a daughter who's the mayor of the city of Parkland in Florida. So that's my story, and thank you.